Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to our live coverage of the Supercoppa Primavera 2023-2024. It's centre stage to the stars of tomorrow, and we bring you live action from Lecce's Via del Mare, where Lecce, winners of the league last season, take on Roma, winners of the Coppa Italia Primavera. Both sides have already won the competition twice and will try and become joint record holders of the title alongside Fiorentina and Juventus. The stage is perfectly set here at the Via del Mare, the Supercoppa Primavera TIM. A trophy and an occasion to get the Primavera season underway. The winners of the Coppa Italia against the winners of the championship last season. Two teams who don't particularly like each other. Two teams who played each other plenty of times last campaign, and two teams who have been in a habit of seeing each other throughout their youth team careers. How many of these players will break through into the first teams? How many of these players will get the opportunity to play for their home side? The two captains of the day, Katarina Vultura and Luigi Cherubini.
Uguale, quello lì, poi questo campo, il pallone,
Both sets of players and the two captains going through the pre-match requisites. It's a firm handshake between everyone. The referee for this game, il signor Cavaliere, who will be taking charge of proceedings. This Lecce side have been absolutely brilliant over the last couple of months. Lecce have a habit of producing some excellent players. And now we have to see exactly how things work out for them. "19 goals in 31 appearances last season for Ares Burnete." Federico Copitelli, who has already won this trophy when he was in charge of Torino's under-19s. This time it is a different beast. Lecce, one of the very best in terms of the youth team and the setup for them. It is Roma who are going to get us kicked off in this match. Players, always very nervous moments here just before they get going in a game, which is so important. Federico Guidi, the Roma head coach, someone who has experience as well. Played 3 matches against Lecce, won 2, drawn none and lost 1. It's exactly the same head-to-head record that he has against Federico Copitelli as a player. Catalin Vultura, born on March 9, 2004 in Romania, captain of this side. Defensive midfielder really by trade, joined the club in October 2020. looks like we're all set to go here. The Supercoppa Primavera gets underway at the Via del Mare. It is Lecce against Roma. The winner of the league last season, Lecce, and the winner of the Coppa Italia Primavera for Roma. An opportunity for all of these young kids to show exactly what they're capable of on one of the biggest stages in terms of the trophies available to them. There's plenty of pedigree in this side. Lecce have already won the Supercoppa Primavera on 2 occasions, as have Roma. The record holders are Fiorentina and Juventus, who have 3, so it is an opportunity, regardless, for either club to become one of the most decorated teams in terms of the Supercoppa since its inception. We'll be expecting a lot, of course, from this Lecce team. Lecce, who were absolutely brilliant when they last played Roma here on home soil. They ran riot. Federico Copitelli's players winning the game 5-0. And they did have a player sent off late in that one as well. Rares Burnete, the Romanian striker, and a player who had a couple of minutes for the senior side as they beat Lazio the weekend, scoring 4 goals on that occasion. Jeppe Kofitsen, who starts alongside Rares Burnete, with the other goal in that absolute demolishing job. It's Roma who start early, though, and an early save for Lampinen Skaug in goal. Had to be a good one. And here he is again, the goalkeeper. Really good drive into the heart of the Lecce defence. Kromek losing the ball in midfield. Pretty impressive start to the game from Federico Guidi's players. First opportunity, maybe should have taken the lead, the Giallorossi. It wasn't to be. Ball cleared up the pitch. Handed away by Razvan Pascalau, but won back by Roma. And it can be spread quickly by Nicolò Pisilli. Now a bit of space on that left wing and a little bit mishit, you've got to say. Lecce is struggling to get their foot on the ball. It's a really aggressive start from Roma. And a good start at that. Cherubini, the captain. Keramitsis. Pisilli. That's a good ball. Costacesco. Ball out wide. Retaining possession very well at the moment, the Roma players. A little bit of a bump there from Keramitsis. Here's Mannini. Keramitsis. Long ball forward, searching for Giulio Misitano. Offside given against the young Italian. Cherubini with a little shove, but it's still a Roma ball. Lecce is still struggling to grab hold of possession. Good work again by Costacesco. Cesti. Keramitsis. Good idea there. Didn't quite come off the ball for Pisilli. 5-2-3 formation for Roma. We're going to have the three front men, Cherubini, Misitano and Costacesco. With Pagano coming in behind to lend his support to the midfield players. Cesti with some good defensive work there, the Roma number 6. Ranes Purnete easily watched out of play there by the Roma defenders. What a moment it was for him to get his Serie A debut. Wonderful moment, which I'm sure that he would have been looking forward to with a lot of anticipation. An assist already in his first game for the Lecce senior team. Only had 8 minutes, but he made those 8 minutes count. And he is a dangerous player, 19 goals in 31 games in the Primavera last season. Scored in the semi-final. And here's an opportunity for Misitano. Misitano twisting, turning. Costacesco takes over. And it's a good sliding tackle. Gorlic wins it back though. A lot of supporters here inside the ground. Even if it is a Primavera game, there's a real feeling that Lecce are being able to get some really good products through their ranks. Play it down here for the visitors. Francesco Cesti just tussling there with Ottavio Casalonghe. Corner comes in, it's low. Looking towards Misitano. Kolic. All the way back to Renato Marin, Brazilian goalkeeper. Cherubini, the Roma captain. Lovely ball by Cherubini. Kept in play. Here he is again. Pizzilli. And Roma can break forward here. It's a really good move. Pizzilli still trying to get forward. Excellent tackle, and Fernando can just clear his lines. It's not too far away. Keramitsis, and headed out by Ed McJanet. But Lecce's midfield at the moment is a little bit overrun. Gaps appearing pretty often. Mannini. Costasesco. Immediately across, and it's there for Mannini. Can it bounce for one of the Roma players? Brilliant save by Lampinen Skaug, but it's really nervy defending at the moment. The first time ball across is brilliant. And the crowd just trying to give Lecce a push. Pagano unable to hit the back of the net. It's a good save, you got to say. But once again, the desire is there just a little bit more for Roma, even though Rares Burnete tried to find a teammate. There was lucky defending in the end, but Roma immediately looking to strike in the other direction. Lively game for the moment here, the Via del Mare. Roma still in control of the ball. Some fantastic players have graced the Primavera capocannoniere. Mauro Icardi, Federico Bernardeschi, who won the titles respectively with Sampdoria and Fiorentina. Rares Burnete, the last of that long list of players with very high potential, which has paid off for Burnete. Pizzilli, lovely ball out wide, Mannini. Mannini still. Costacesco comes to help out. He's won the ball back, and a foul given against Costacesco. Looks very, very lively, this young kid, Roma's number 11. Long ball forward, Rares Burnete doesn't need many chances to score, this guy. Falling down, and he's the one who's going to get the free kick. A reminder And Burnete scored 4 when he last played against Roma in the south of Italy. Not someone to be taken lightly at all. And it's Burnete who, in the matchups between Lecce and Roma's under-19 players, is the second top goal scorer. The first, a player who for many years graced Roma before moving to Milan and to Paris Saint-Germain, Alessandro Florenzi. And we've got some more recent names, younger names on that list. Cristian Volpato's one of them, for example. Wonderful run from Lecce last season. Federico Copitelli, when Marco Baroni left the first team, was one of the prime candidates to take over as Lecce's head coach full-time. Testament to the good work he has done. It wasn't to be, and D'Aversa took on, and it proved to be the correct choice by the Lecce board. We watched D'Aversa beat Lazio and Maurizio Sarri in the first game of the season at the weekend. But he's a head coach who's garnered most of his experience with the academy sides throughout Italy. That's another very good tackle. The referee has a stern talking to. Vulturar stayed down. Looked to have won the ball cleanly there, Costacesco. I'm not sure that he's received a yellow card for that. Copitelli, curiously enough, was also in charge of Roma's under-17s and the AS Roma youth. His highest points per match record came with the Roma under-17s, 2.5 points per game. Almost perfect record for him there. Strike from distance, it's a long way off target. Also very successful with Torino's under-19s, where he already won the Supercoppa Primavera. Federico Copitelli, or Copitelli rather. Always have a real link to the Italian capital. It is where he was born. Roma still, at the moment, the fastest team to every second ball. Mannini, Pisilli, Mannini foul there. Just clipped by Catalin Vulturar. Maybe the Lecce captain just trying to inject a little bit of desire into his teammates. Dangerous free kick here for the visitors. Pagano swings it in toward the back post. Couple of players tussling for it, and in the end, the long way off target. Once again, Lecce boxed in, but they're able to get a clean exit here. Almost dispossessed by Misitano. And it's not kept in play by Matteo Agrimi. Costacesco. Plays for time. Gets his pass slightly wrong. Ares Burnete. And he's dispossessed by Keramitsis. Good defending. Keramitsis has put the ball out of play. The Lecce owner in attendance, Signor Saverio Sticchi Damiani. Founded in 1908. Lecce, they dissolved not even 20 years later and were refounded very quickly. The Salento region, and absolutely wonderful parts of Italy, right in the stiletto. Gives you an idea of where it is on the Italian boot. Concern here for Dimitrios Keramitsis. Might not be able to continue. Saw one for him. Good tackle. Space here on the opposite side for Mannini. Maybe tried to bring it down a little bit too quickly there, Mattia Mannini. Could have let the ball run just a little bit more. Vernonado across to Razvan Pascalau. Pascalau was sent off when Lecce beat Roma 5-0. It was a late dismissal when all 5 goals had already been scored. But he is a player who, when provoked, can make mistakes. Roma are the ones who are coming forward here. Pisilli's ball, not the cleanest. But Mannini's able to win it back. Costacesco offside. I'm being told that Costacesco prefers to only go by the first name of his last name, which makes it easier for me. Costa, Joao Costa then. Much less of a mouthful. And the pass is on there for McJanet, not being spotted, and in fact, it's won back by Yenko. And Roma once again can maybe take advantage of this one. Keramitsis, who's recovered well from that challenge before coming together with Ares Burnete. Lecce. Rotated around. Advantage played here. There's another ball that's going to be put out of play. Difficult game at the moment for the Lecce midfielders, it really is. Gromek, McJanet and Vultura are seen very little of the ball, as are Jeppe Korfitsen, Matteo Agrimi and Rares Burnete. I'm not even sure Jeppe Korfitsen has touched the ball in this first half. He's a big guy, Korfitsen. Surely can't be happy with this first half display at the moment. The Lecce players who dominated the league for so long, and who here under Federico Copitelli are really struggling to find each other at the back. That's the earlier chance for Cherubini. And then this one, the really big one so far in the game. Pagano did everything right. It's just a good save by the Lecce keeper, who sticks out a foot. A couple of players there to stop the ball regardless. Ball given back by Octavio Castalonghe. A lot of families in attendance, a really proud moment. Though the Lecce mum and dads of these players are going to have to get used to success. Goalkeeper to another. Lecce have yet to test Renato Marin, who's had a really quiet game in between the sticks for Roma at the moment. Castalonghe, his header given away. Pizzilli tries to improvise. It was a little bit awkward, but it might break here for Lecce. And here's Korfitsen. Jeppe Korfitsen trying to go all the way. Miscontrolled by Jeppe Korfitsen. It's a big let-off for Roma. First time they've been open up at the back. First yellow card of the game shown to Mattia Mannini. Addo away. Mannini. Addo again. It's going to be a real duel that between Mannini and Castalonghe. Pisilli. Here's Mannini again. This time he's got a bit of space. Joao Costa ahead of him. Receives the ball. Back to Mannini. Good play this from Roma. Now the ball across. And no one made the run at the front post. Giulio Misitano surely has to get there a little bit quicker. Try and make something happen. Lecce's turn to come forward. Addo. Castalonghe. He's lost the ball. Foul given against McJanet. Half an hour played, still 0-0 between Lecce and Roma in the Supercoppa Primavera. A few technical errors starting to creep into the 22 players game. Rares Purneti is keen to keep the tempo high. Mannini away, Misitano. Joao Costa. That's a rash tackle by Joao Costa, and he's going to be shown a yellow.
Sei giustissimo allora. Sei giustissimo come dice lei. Va bene così allora.
Tempers starting to flare a little bit. Trophy at stake. Young players need to keep a lid on their emotions. And at the end of it all is a decent free kick. Vultura toward Addo. Corner for Lecce. First corner of the game for the home side. Ball swung in. Addo again the target. Roma can come away with it. Cherubini. It's one back by Misitano. Away from McJanet. Costa's gone down under the challenge of Mario Dell'Acqua. Breaks forward for Mannini. Mannini, Pisilli on the overlap. Here is Pisilli, and that's an excellent tackle. Really, really good piece of play by Victor Gromek. Initially beaten to the ball, but Gromek was able to recover. Costa. Cleared away again. Pagano brings an element of technique and class to that Roma midfield. Pagano. That's a mistake by Jenko. Just pushed the ball a little too far ahead of him. Isitano, time and space for him to turn. Free kick. Turar didn't get the ball, got the man. Almost taken quickly by the Roma players. Simo Lampinen Skaug, 18-year-old from Norway. Has a real baby face on him, doesn't he? Free kick swung in, space at the back post, and it's back across. Bumbling around and cleared. I wonder if Lovro Golic could have gone for goal himself there. He was completely isolated at the back post. The Lacqua heads on. Korfitsen. Good play by Jeppe Korfitsen, just to hold the ball up a little bit. Vultura. Korfitsen, we haven't seen Lecce just put a couple of passes together almost at all in this first half. Federico Copitelli's not going to be happy with his team's display, that's for certain. Taken quickly by the Roma players, Pisilli. Pisilli inside and away from Vultura. He's pulled down, and that's going to be the first yellow for Lecce. And it's the Lecce captain who goes into the referee's book. Just chipped in. Played towards his own goalkeeper by Vultura. Addo. Now an opportunity for the home side can open up. Korfitsen, fed by Bonete. Korfitsen inside. Goes for the low ball and cleared away by Golic. Pisilli. Vultura's on the yellow card, has to be careful. Jenko. Back to Pisilli, space is opening up here. Pagano. Still alive, Manini. Costa. Ball swung in and just wide. Cherubini, what a moment that would have been for the captain. It's a wonderful no-look pass. It's an opportunity to remind you that there is no VAR in the Primavera Supercoppa. These two sides were some of the most consistent last season. Matched by Fiorentina. Agrimi. And Manini there back. And back well to stop Agrimi. But Fiorentina were beaten in the final of the Primavera Campionato, the league, by a 122nd minute goal by Hasic to give Lecce the title. And then Roma were the ones to beat Fiorentina in the Coppa Italia final after extra time also. 2-1 in that game. Fiorentina with a man sent off. But in the league, Roma played out a 3-3 draw with the youth contingent of La Viola. And because of Fiorentina's better positioning during the regular season, they were able to go through above Roma, which was incredibly disappointing, of course. It was in the quarter-final stage, and then Fiorentina able to beat Torino in the semi-finals for a place in the final against Lecce, which they then lost. Only a couple of minutes left before half-time. It's still very much undecided between Lecce and Roma. Kolic. Kremitsis steps in, steps up, and does so well. Pagano sitting very deep, but he's found Pisilli, who has the license to really roam around. Costa. Burnete isn't going to get the foul there. He was never going to reach the ball. It's good, strong defending from the Roma back three. They've been good in this first half. Cesti, Golic and Karamitsis really allowing Jenko and Manini to drive forwards down the flanks. Hasn't helped that, or rather has helped if you're a Roma supporter, that Lecce's midfield has been overrun. Spaces might open up here though, Agrimi. Karamitsis fouls. Pagano into the final minute of this first half. Lecce 0, Roma 0. That looks unlikely to change before we get to the halftime break. Roma's under-19s had 2 pre-season friendlies, which ended in defeat. For the capital side, McJanet trying to just force his way through. Beaten 4-1 by Cagliari. Cagliari who impressed against Torino at the Olimpico Grande Torino on their return to the Italian top flight. Roma then beaten by Benevento. Pisilli. Costa, Manini's not going to reach that one. Wouldn't be surprised if there's A couple of changes at half-time, perhaps immediately from Federico Guidi. Mattia Manini, particularly in that defensive position, if he has to bring a man down, being on a yellow card, make it very difficult. Keramitsis has been an assured presence. There he is, Keramitsis, Manini, Cherubini. And it's a free kick given against Vernon Addo. Cherubini's very, very lucky with that one. He's the one who slides into Addo. I think the referee and his assistant have fallen for it. Cherubini there didn't seem to be in too much pain. There was a little bit of a video there where, very similar to Sergio Busquets against Inter when he had a couple of Inter players sent off. I don't see why Addo's won the ball. He's the one who receives the yellow card. Both players are up, but it is Vernon Addo who has been shown a yellow card. Not quite sure he's aware of that, Vernon Addo. Dutch player, 18 years old. FC Volendam's under 21s. That's where he's arrived. He's got a contract with Lecce until June 2027. And Roma may have the last kick of the first half. Pagano swings it in. It's a teasing ball, but it's cleared away rather effortlessly. Costa. Pizzilli. This is good play. Cherubini. Goes all the way to Manini. Now Keramitsis. That's a lovely ball. Pagano wanted it. And it was a simple pass to find him as well. Jenko. Cherubini. Corner for Roma. Taken quickly by Roma. And the ball swung in, and Addo with an important header, and it's tipped over the crossbar. There won't be a corner, it'll be half-time. The referee sends everyone back to the dressing room. Roma players complain. They think the corner should have been taken, but Vernon Addo's defensive header sees both teams head in goalless at half-time. Lecce 0, Roma 0. Will be back after a very short break with the second half. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Via del Mare, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of the Supercoppa Primavera between Lecce and Roma. It is all square at half-time, goalless at half-time, in fact, between the Salentini and the Capitolini. It's been a game which hasn't had too many chances in it, if truth be told. Roma, by far, were the more impressive side in the opening 45 minutes. Lecce really struggled, and Federico Copitelli will be keen to try and find solutions to upset this Roma team that have been very good defensively and have wasted a few chances in attack as well. The second half about to kick off here. 45 minutes left for either Roma or Lecce to win a third Supercoppa Primavera. And the ball gets rolling. It is Lecce who will start the half in possession. They had very little of it in the opening 45 minutes. Are we about to see a change in formation, a change in style? A much needed change in style, and that's an early foul on Rares Burnete, the Romanian striker. A star in the making, according to many at Lecce. 19 goals for him last season in 31 games, including 4 against Roma in the league when these two sides met in the south of Italy. Pagano fouled. If there'll have been concern at one end of the pitch, Federico Guidi will be rather pleased with what his players put on show in the first half of the game. They were unable to score a goal. That was the only thing lacking. The desire was there. Technique was there as well. Perhaps that final bit of quality with the last pass or the striking is what was missing for Roma. Here's Mario Dell'Acqua. Corfitson. Again, dealt with well by Pagano. And that'll be a foul. Late flag up by the assistant referee, but a foul nonetheless committed by Viktor Gromik. Renato Marin takes his time. Lecce have got to try and find a way to get Rares Burnete and Jeppe Corfitson on the ball. They're the two players who can really unlock a football match in the blink of an eye. And Joao Costa may have inadvertently given Burnete that opportunity as he looks to pick out Corfitson. Good defending in the end from Roma, but it was something of their own undoing there. Addo easily back to the goalkeeper. Cherubini looking to press, and it's a good press in the end from the Roma captain Luigi Cherubini. There were 4 yellow cards in the opening half, 2 for each team. Vernon Addo and Catalin Vultura for Lecce. Joao Costa and Mattia Mannini receiving those yellows for Roma. No foul there, says the referee, and off we go again. It's a poor challenge. Yellow card shown. Pellegrini booked early in this second period. He wins the ball. However, you can't dive into those challenges 2 feet, studs first. Sort of tackles that aren't allowed anymore. But he did win the ball. Pagano's going to swing this one in. There's movement at the back post. It doesn't get that. Again, Pagano queuing up for it this time. It's a little bit too high. And it's been an impeccable performance so far from Simo Lampinen-Skaug. Good tackle. Good play there. Yenko didn't come forward too much like his other wing-back partner, Mattia Mannini, on the ball there. But it was very solid defensively. And it's just that Roma midfield, Pisilli, Pagano and Cherubini, when he comes deep for it, who are causing Lecce all sorts of problems. Italian Vulturai sitting very deep. Here's Mannini again, tussling with Casalonghe. Costa, Mannini. Now the strike. Pagano, Pisilli, Pagano again. Looks to be very agile, technically speaking. Pagano, really comfortable on the ball. Janet commits the foul, Mannini. Keramitsis. Good work by Addo. Really sold Zidane there. But still Roma in possession. And it's the sort of pattern that very quickly established itself in the first half and that we're seeing here. Ranes Burnete trying to do his best to initiate a press. It's just not happening. Lovro Golic with a wasted pass and perhaps early signs of cramp for Giulio Mizitano. Pisilli's tackle. Cherubini, it went straight through him. And no surprises that this will be another card. Razvan Pascalau. Remember, Pascalau was sent off when these teams last met, and he can have no complaints. That is a really rash tackle from the Romanian centre-back. One of the players in Lecce's starting 11 who has the biggest worth, monetarily speaking, of course. Golic, good play to cut that one out. Mannini. Now Joao Costa, can he run? And Castellonge. Good defending from the Argentine. It's one back by Roma. Keep the pressure on incessantly. So the senior side of Roma play out a thrilling 2-2 draw with Salernitana at the Olimpico. A match in which Andrea Bellotti scored his first 2 league goals for the club since his move from Torino. And a match which will be remembered for Antonio Candreva's absolute wonder strike to put Salernitana in the lead. First change of the game. Number 29, Minerva, is going to come on. And he replaces Victor Gromek in midfield. Francesco Minerva, born in 2005. And we'll be looking to add a little bit more zip. Manini first time, Costa. It's good work from McJanet. 10 minutes into this second half. No real chances, however, since the restart. Roma still dominating possession, but they've got nothing to show for it. Ado away. Keramitsis. Golic. And here's Chesti. Pizzilli. Costa. Manini. And there's the header! I thought he'd scored. Giulio Misitano. What a big chance there for Roma's number 9. It's a wonderful cross. Question marks as to whether Manini was offside in the build-up. But Misitano, what an opportunity to head Roma ahead. Brunete. Pagano, the free kick does go this time. Good use of the body there from the Romanian. And Lecce take the free kick quickly. Roma went to sleep there defensively. Manini. Low ball, dealt to it. Costa. And to Maring. Ui. Wonderful skill. Very nearly came off as well. Would have been quite embarrassing that for Mario Dell'Acqua. Luckily for him, the ball went out of play. Forfeits it. Now there's Brunete on the move. Golic slides in. Manini. Keramitsis. Throw-in taken quickly. Brunete stopped by Pizzilli. And he's fouled this time. Primi, who's on a yellow card. Brunete at the moment just can't seem to find a way through this Roma back 3. Pagano. Space for Mannini. College. Again, there's just no pressure on the ball. And Costa has been absolutely forgotten on that flank there. If Pagano can find him. Taken quickly by Roma. Cherubini. Ball played wide. Pagano, Costa's in space. Pagano has a swing. That's a good ball. Bodies here. This time the header. And once again, Giulio Misitano. How close do you want to get? How close can you get? Costa, early ball in. Misitano's header. I think that's an absolute whisker wide. Oh. If that's on target, that's in. There's no way. Lampin and Skauger stopping that one. We're into the final half hour. 2/3 of the game gone. Lecce still to test Renato Marin. And Roma coming forwards once more. Cherubini. Lecce survive. Dell'Acqua. Lecce aware of the threat posed there by Burnete. It's another foul. Nervo's just come on with a body check. It's dangerous play. Costa. Pagano. Costa on the move again. Pagano almost picked him out. McJanet. Lecce at the moment cannot get out of their own half. It's just attack after attack from Roma. Miscontrol there from the Brazilian. Easy done by Golic. Pagano. Mannini brings it down smartly. Costa. Forced to recycle the ball. Lecce crowd doing their utmost to try and get their team to move up a gear. They haven't had much to cheer about in the game, that's for certain. Nerva. Corfitson. Corfitson offside. Taken quickly by Renato Marin. Too quickly for Signor Cavaliere's liking. Very close offside call. Would that have been a foul? Very tight. Fine margins. Janet. Corfitson. Doesn't get the foul. Jenko. Cherubini. Play on again. Jeppe Corfitson. Overruns the ball. This will be a big learning curve. The Supercoppa's coming right at the start of the Primavera season. Both sets of players will be rather rusty. They need to brush off the cobwebs, that's for certain. However, there's been a lot of mistakes. They've interrupted the flow of the game. Kolic. Ball won back here by Misitano. Costa. Costa still. He's lost the ball though. Keramitsis is going to win it back. Pisilli. Mannini. Cesti, Pagano, Pagano still, and still, Misitano goes down. I don't think there was anything in that at all. Cherubini, good tackle by Cherubini. Told to get up as well. That'll be a foul though. Grimi there. Was that handball off Dell'Acqua? No VAR, of course. Certainly wasn't a penalty. Players going to ground a little bit too easily. At the end of all that, it's still Roma in possession. Federico Copitelli will be wondering what kind of solution he can bring to solve this problem. Pagano. Beyond the fact that Roma are playing better, they just look fresher as well. Mannini, Costa. You just want to see him drive a bit more, Costa, like he's doing here. He may be one of the players to make way. John Costa. He is on a yellow card as well. Corfitson thought he was impeded. Nothing doing. Jenko. Pagano. Turan slides in. Jenko. Good play. Cherubini. Cherubini gets away from Minerva. Space opening up here for Mannini. Roma surely need to take advantage of this, and it's deflected for a corner. Mannini. 4 players alongside him for support, went for goal himself. Swung in, Misitano, everyone misses it, Pisilli still got it. Cherubini, and it's an own goal in the end. Lampinen Skaug, so unlucky. But what a strike from distance that was. Federico Guidi, his celebrations are muted. There's 20 minutes left to play, but as it stands, it's Roma who are heading towards their first title. What a strike. And very unlucky from Lampinen Skaug's point of view.
Cambio per il Lecce, esce con numero 17 Matteo Agrini, entra con numero 99 Jason Kodor.
Matteo Agrimi comes off. And a substitution here just as we have the second water break of the game. Jason Kodor's on. Well, you'd put good money on the game completely changing now. In terms of Lecce, finally, are going to have to try and push men forwards. And what are Roma going to do? Are they going to sit deep, or are they going to try and get this second goal? Great strike by Luigi Cherubini. Just curls and curls. Very nearly a wonder goal from the Roma captain. He's the one who's been pushing, and he's the one who wants his teammates to continue fighting half. Here's a change. Jason Kodor coming on for Agrimi. Slight issue with the assistant referee's equipment. Jason Kodor, another Romanian in the long list of Romanian youngsters coming through the ranks at Lecce. But it's now time for the home side to try and respond. Cătălin Vultura and his players have been sleeping for most of the game. They've been caught out. But Jason Kodor might be able to have an immediate impact. An arrival in January at Lecce. Pisilli's lost it. Burnete. That's a good ball. McJanet! First time he's been called into action, Renato Marin, and it's a good save. Corfordson. Lecce come alive. But really good work from Jenko. And Roma can counter-attack. Jenko. It's been very impressive Young Simone Jenko gets a little bit lucky there. Pagano. Roma still trying to glide forward. The referee allows play on. Cherubini trying to win the ball back. Here he is, the Roma captain. What a performance from Cherubini. Now the cross. Addo does well. Cherubini will fight for this one. Corfitson. Dell'Acqua. Pagano. Pisilli on the move. He's been tireless in his running, Pisilli. Now Casalonghe. Addo away. Pagano. Just the way he holds on to the ball. Pagano's been really impressive. I mean, look at that, the ball control. Janet knew exactly what he was doing. Good tackle by Corfitson. And at the very least, Roma's goal has brought a little bit of fight to the Lecce players. Corfitson strengthened the challenge. Cesti. Janko's throwing. Zidane fighting hard. Ball given away there far too easily, Pagano. Good ball, Mannini now. Pisilli, Mannini. Give and go from the Roma players. Keramitsis all the way back to Renato Marin. Costa. No changes yet to a starting 11 operated by Federico Guidi. A couple of tired players out there. Maybe doesn't want to upset the balance of the team. Play once more. Roma will take their time. Pisilli. Golic closed down. Still managed to do really well, Lovro Golic. Kesti. Jenko. Pisilli. Misitano. Nanni now. Just keeping the ball away from Lecce. It'll be so frustrating. 10 minutes since Roma scored. Lecce have barely seen the ball. They've had one really decent chance, and Lampinen Skaug is out quickly there. Ado. Ades Burnete has faded away from proceedings as well. Be hard to pick out a man of the match from Roma's point of view, rather. Luigi Cherubini is, of course, one of the favourites, but it's been a wonderful performance from Simone Jenko and from Mattia Mannini. Kesti slow to get back to his feet. Dell'acqua. Casalonghe. Ades Burnete is at the back post. Corfordson swings that one in. And Golic heads clear. Costa, a bit of a wild swipe. It's gone behind for a Lecce corner. And the crowd suddenly respond to that. Corner swung in. Good delivery and another good save. Renato Marin earning his wages in the last 5 minutes. He's had nothing to do for the whole game, but 2 saves in quick succession. This one you'd expect him to make from Minerva, but they don't want to give Lecce too much hope here. The Capitolini. Vultura to swing another one in. Here comes the corner. Salonghe. Decent strike and a save to match. Costa. Costa. Passado. Now the cross. Just stopped. Pascalau. Really good tackle. He's had a good game. Razvan Pascalau, all things considered. Pagano's corner earlier led to Roma's goal. Golic. It's another effort on target. Zitano. As he booked that. It's going to be a change. Zalonga off. Cornette. Good skill. That's what he's about. Trying to do a little bit too much though, Pagano. He's been excellent as well, Pagano, he really has. I mean, look at that again, the awareness and the skill to win the ball back. What a performance. And now Federico Guidi does make a couple of substitutions. Change for Lecce. Perici into the pitch. Misitano had a couple of headers which could have led to the goal. Bolsan on in his place. And Filippo Reale as well. Keramitsis as far forward as possible. Pagano. Forfeits it. Pass to Burnete. Goes to ground. Doesn't get the foul. Addo. And it's been stolen here by Cherubini. Still going, Cherubini. Tried to play it across to Bolsan. Didn't happen. You can just tell one of these young lads. They just flare in terms of the temper. Pisilli. Voltura did well. Pascalau. Addo. Kodor. Positive since coming on, Jason Kodor, but that cross finds no one. You've got to say there's not enough bodies in the box either. You're a goal down in the Supercoppa. You're about to lose the possibility to win your first trophy of the year. Should be bombing forward as much as possible, and they're not doing that. Kesti leaves the ball. This could easily be a yellow card for time wasting here for the Roma players. Cherubini. Gets the foul, Cherubini. Della has had a torrid time. 5 minutes of stoppage time here at the Via del Mare. Lecce put on the big show for the defending champions. They opened up the home ground, a ground on which the senior side beat Lazio at the weekend. But it's not going to be a happy memory for the Primavera team if things continue this way. Joao Costa, full of running and threat, no end product for the Brazilian, but a good game nonetheless. He's replaced by number 30, Leonardo Graziani. Pagano swings the ball in, headed away. Cherubini. And it could break here for Corfitson. Bodies forward here for Lecce. Is there a final twist? Corfitson has to make the right choice, and he's bundled to the ground by Kesti. Yellow card. This is a free kick. It's going to have to go in here for Lecce. Corfitson, does he go for the little cross? It's difficult to generate power on the ball. Or does he go for goal and try to beat Renato Marin? Corfitson, he goes for goal, but he's not able to beat Renato Marin. When he has been called into action, the Roma keeper has dealt with anything thrown at him with apparent ease. Two and a half minutes left. Graziani has gone on the pitch there to cause problems. Yellow card shown to Francesco Minerva, the 17-year-old. Is there a sending off but before the 90 minutes are over? Couple nervous players out there. Vultura. Good ball. Still bobbling around and cleared eventually. Cherubini. Bolsan, Cherubini and Addo tidies. Vultura chases after this one. And the Roma captain dives to his feet to try and stop the ball. What a performance from Cherubini. Della has to send it long. We're into the final minute of the added 5. Burnete hits the turf and it's cleared by Golic. It's going to come back. Burnete the target, and once again he goes ground, but a little bit too easily. A third time the ball swung in. And Pascalau unable to connect with it properly. Comes off his shoulder. There's the frustration. First disappointment of the season. Just around the corner for Lecce as it stands. Is there that final twist? Burnete brought down by Golic there. Yellow card has to be. Wasn't letting him past him, was he? Lovro Golic. He's been a rock at the back and he's taken one for the team there. The Roma players and the Roma bench ready to celebrate. You feel that if they survive this free kick, they'll have done enough. Taken short, Voltura, and off target. And that might be that. Roma Primavera are the Supercoppa Primavera winners in 2023-2024. An own goal by Lecce goalkeeper Lampinen Skaug, enough to separate both teams. Roma, for the third time, win the Supercoppa Primavera and add it to their long list of accolades as one of the clubs in Italy that produce some of the best talent there is. Joy all round for Roma, beaten 5-0 the last time these two sides met in the league in the south of Italy. This time around, they are 1-0 winners in a performance and a result absolutely deserved by Federico Guidi and his players. They were better from the first minute to the last. They had to resist just a little bit of pressure exerted by Lecce at the end, but it was too little, too late. Roma better in terms of their passing, their desire to win the ball back, their ability to create chances. And a truly, truly great result for Roma. A few months after winning the Coppa Italia Primavera, they add another trophy. Last time they won the Primavera was in the 2015-2016 season. The last time they won the Supercoppa was at the start of the following campaign in 2016-2017. Wonderful result. And it's excellent work by Federico Guidi. What a performance from some of those players. Lovro Golic, an absolute rock at the back, able to play with a lot of composure. Renato Marin made the saves when they needed to be made. Simone Jenko, the 18-year-old, absolutely brilliant, as was Luigi Cherubini. A lot of reasons to be proud of this team. It all starts on August the 28th. The Primavera season, first match against Fiorentina. Won't be an easy game at home for Roma, but they'll be able to do so, knowing that they've won the Supercoppa and beaten Lecce, who were the best in the land only a few months ago. Perhaps not so anymore. Federico Guidi will be massively pleased. He adds the Primavera Supercoppa to the Coppa Italia Primavera that he won with this group of players a few months ago. Disappointment, of course, for these Lecce youngsters. Some of them riding on the success of last season, others just integrated a team. You're thinking of Simo Lampinen Skaug, the goalkeeper, desperately unlucky to have the ball bounce off his back and into the net. Federico Guidi, who was the manager of Teramo, also coached the Italy under-19s and the Italy under-20s. Good results with both of those teams. Started as the Empoli youth coach there, and now with Roma, soon to be the team that he spent the most time with. And a very high percentage of points per match. Celebrations all around for these Roma players. How many of them will break into the first team? Will we see Giulio Misitano, for example, or Jose Mourinho calling out for a striker, perhaps get his chance? Will we see someone like Luigi Cherubini, who put in such a wonderful performance full of passion? Simonienko have his work cut out for him on a flank that also includes Nicola Zalewski and Leonardo Spinazzola. Cherubini, born in Tivoli, a little town not too far away from Rome. Born and raised the Eternal City. He had a great game, Simoneyenko. A really, really good performance. He'll be pleased. Some of them he might struggle to hold on to. For the players who weren't able to come on, they'll still feel the acute happiness of being part of a winning team and can only wait until their chance comes. Cicella. Another excellent performance from Roma's number 10, midfielder Riccardo Pagano. He really was a cut above the rest in that midfield. Him and Niccolò Piselli really dominated affairs. It was another player who's come out of Tivoli. Got a market value of almost €1 million according to a couple of websites. Riccardo Pagano. That value may go up just a little bit more.
Signore e signori, ha inizio la cerimonia di premiazione della Supercoppa Primavera TIM 2023-2024. Diamo il benvenuto a Lorenzo Casini, presidente della Lega Serie A, e Andrea Cegna, direttore vendite Medium Market di TIM, che effettueranno le premiazioni.
It's now time for the trophy ceremony with the head of the Lega Serie A and the head of sales as well.
Un ringraziamento agli ufficiali di gara della Supercoppa Primavera TIM 2023-2024.
The referees undoubtedly be getting a rather hostile welcome.
Un caloroso applauso per la squadra finalista della Supercoppa Primavera TIM 2023.
The finalists.
L'Unione Sportiva Lecce.
Lecce. Only a few months ago I was there. They beat Fiorentina to win the Primavera title. They'll be disappointed. They know what it's like to be at this stage as winners. Not a lot of happy faces at all, and perhaps the one who'll be most disappointed of all, Simo Lampinen Skaug. Lecce goalkeeper didn't have too many saves to make. He denied Pagano in the first half with a good block, but apart from that, not too much there. Kromek overrun in midfield. Enrico Coppitelli undoubtedly upset, but his team was second best. That's the simple truth of it. They were simply unable to rival Roma. Perhaps the euphoria of winning the Primavera Championship last season still with some of his players. That Burnete, I'm sure, was very keen to play this game despite making his Serie A debut for the first team and providing an assist there.
Signore e signori, la squadra vincitrice della Supercoppa Primavera TIM 2023-2024.
And now the winners. Giulio Misitano, 2 headed chances, none of them on target. Mattia Mannini, tireless performance. This lad, Simone Jenko, may be a name that we have to remember for the future. Lovro Golic, powerful performance, good performance. Renato Marin, arrival at the club, a successful one. Keramitsis, another fantastic performance from him as well. And of course, a word to all the Roma staff. So much hard work goes into preparing these young men, not only as footballers, but as people for the years to come. Many of them won't be able to make it a career. Those who do will have reached the Holy Grail. Federico Guidi masterminded a wonderful performance. And it's the captain who will be last. Luigi Cherubini. The red and yellow of Rome and Roma. Roma, champions of the 2023-2024 Supercoppa Primavera. Richly deserved, and a fantastic 90 minutes from the Capitolini. Congratulations to them, a wonderful success. And it's with the joy of these players, ladies and gentlemen, that I leave you. Thank you very much for tuning in and for watching the Supercoppa Primavera final between the winners of the Coppa Italia last season, Roma, and the winners of the Primavera Lecce. A reminder that the Primavera Championship starts next weekend. Roma with a huge game against Fiorentina to kickstart their season. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you. See you soon. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye and take care.